Dunlap takes the snap. It's going to be a jet sweep to Carr off the right side, room to run. Down, cross the 30, cross the 20, inside the 10, and he goes all the way for the touchdown. Ethan Carr, 53 yards, and he has touchdown number 5.
Welcome back to Westmoreland on the Gridiron here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. We still have a lot more to get to as we will take a look at Week 6 matchups coming up in just a little while. But right now, we're very happy to welcome in our Permane brothers, Westmoreland County Player of the Week for week number 5. He is Ethan Carr from the Penn Trafford Warriors, wide receiver, running back, quarterback, linebacker, safety. He's slash for PT as we welcome him on tonight's show. He had a great game last week against the Plum Mustangs. Ethan, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Ethan, I mentioned you are kind of a slash for Penn Trafford. You do so many different things. Last week against Plum, you had 3 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown. You had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Have you ever had a game like that in your career? And I'm talking not just varsity. I'm talking throughout the youth games that you played in. Have you ever had a game quite like that?
To that extent, not really. Not in all phases of the game like that. I've had some decent games when I was in midgets and then middle school football, but not special teams, offense, and stuff like that.
Well, I want to ask you about special teams because you started the game with a bang, 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Can you kind of take us through the return, kind of what you saw and how you were able to break it?
Yeah, so they kicked the ball off into the left corner, and we've been practicing all week a double wedge, hit it up the middle, and they tried to pin us on that side by bringing their guys on the left side onto the hash. So I knew if I had to break it to a side, it would be my right side and their kickoff's left side. Mm-hmm. So I took it up the middle, and as soon as I got to the second wave of our blockers, I knew right away after they crashed so hard on that edge there that I had free roam outside there.
I'm sure it's nice when you watch back on film, too. I'm sure the entire team, especially the coaching staff, they like to see special teams touchdowns. I'm sure that was fun. That was a fun one to watch on film.
Oh, yeah, because they've been harping on it all year. Let's get one, you know. Mm-hmm. So just glad we got one finally.
Well, after your return, your team would end up leading Plum. It was a close game after one quarter, 7-3, but the floodgates really opened in the second quarter as you scored twice on a run and a touchdown reception, and then Noah Allen hauled in a pass for a touchdown from Gabe Dunlap. So you guys really took over in the second quarter. Did anything change in that second quarter after maybe a little bit of a slow start offensively?
I think, as a team, we weren't firing off the ball. We were playing a little bit lazy, you know. Mm-hmm. And we just turned it on. I mean, the run game wasn't going too well. They were getting in the backfield a lot, so there's no letdown. So it's the next guy up, next guy gets the ball, you know, trying different things, doing different formations. So it all came together in the second quarter, and we really just took off from there.
Yeah, it definitely did, and you guys went on to the victory. Talking a little bit about you, Ethan, you were the starting quarterback going into last season. Gabe comes in and replaces you in that first game against Norwin, and Gabe's had the position since, and you've helped the team out in many different ways. But at first, was that kind of challenging for you when you first lost the job at that point?
It was, but I know he's a great player. He's one of the toughest guys I've ever met. So I didn't have any doubt in my mind that he could get the job done just as well, you know what I mean? So, and then moving positions, that was a little bit challenging because I had no idea what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And then, so I just had to do what the coaches said and help the team out anyway.
Well, yeah, talk a little bit more about that because I remember last year when Gabe came in for you and did well, Coach Wayne said Ethan still is a huge part of our offense. And, I mean, you have been. Receiver, you can take handoffs. You still do get behind center sometimes as well. I mean, is that something that you enjoy doing?
Oh, yeah. I love doing that. Just getting the ball in my hands. Even when it's not in my hands, I'm always blocking, you know, doing anything for the team. So, that gives us a lot of options as well. Like being Gabe, if he's tired, he just had a long run, you know. Mm-hmm. I can come in, take a snap, hand it off even, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, and you also made a switch recently on defense. You were a linebacker, and now after Caleb Lisbon's injury, you got moved into the secondary to strong safety. What has that adjustment been like for you?
I've been practicing that. I've practiced that before. They moved me to outside linebacker when was it? I think last year when John Peduzzi, senior last year, went down, and so I started repping that. And then recently versus after the Massillon game, they moved me to strong safety. So I already had a background in that, and I knew what I'm doing. And so I'm able to still come down at that position and play outside linebacker when it's like a run-heavy set or something like that. So it's pretty easy, I guess.
Sure. With Caleb and Sam Finelli out, do you expect to be utilized even more offensively?
I think it's the same game plan from a coaching standpoint, but I think we're going to try some new things, do some different formations, some different wildcats, some jet sweeps like we saw versus Plum. But I think it's just going to I don't know. I think it's going to stay around the same amount, but we're just going to try to keep moving the ball no matter way we can. So,
talking to our Permane Brothers Westmoreland County Player of the Week, Ethan Carr from the Penn Trafford Warriors. Ethan, you mentioned Massillon. 2 weeks ago, you traveled to Ohio to play. People were calling them Washington and Massillon. From what I figured out, it was Washington High School and the Massillon School District. But anyway, huge stadium, Jumbotron, fireworks. What was the experience like there for you? Everybody that I had a chance to speak with and I heard speak about it said it was just awesome.
It was unbelievable. I mean, I had the chills from when I first got there, saw the stadium, went out on the field till the end of the game. I mean, the third down was crazy. Like, you could not hear a play call from the coaches at all, anything like that.
Now you know how the Division I guys and NFL guys feel on third down when they're in an away stadium, right? Can't hear.
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
Can't hear anything. That's pretty cool. I mean, do you think playing a great team like that in the atmosphere you did will help you get ready for playoff games down the line?
Yeah, that was a little bit more than a playoff game.
Sure.
But we treat every game the same, so I guess we're going to be just fine.
John Ruane became Penn Trafford's all-time winningest coach with that win against Plum Friday night. Did you guys do anything for him after the game? And just kind of tell us about what it's like playing for him.
We gave him the game ball.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome playing for him. The structure of practice, the structure of game day, everything's so organized, and you're never out of place. You always know what you're doing. You always have a task. So, I mean, that's a fun thing to do, actually, just having a game plan already.
You guys play Latrobe this Friday, a team that usually seems to play you guys pretty tough. What do you have to do specifically against them to come away with the win after looking at them on film, Ethan?
I think we have to play as a unit, special teams, defense, offense, come out strong early, not in the second quarter, If we do that, we'll be fine.
All right. Thank you very much, Ethan. We'll move to our more fun portion of the interview with our Westmoreland Sports Network questionnaire. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. Ethan Carr from the Penn Trafford Warriors joining us here on Westmoreland on the Gridiron. All right, Ethan, what do you like most about playing football?
What do I like most? I like that you create bonds, because you're with your team from January to January, basically. Mm-hmm. And you create a special bond, and you're just a family, and I just like going out there and playing with my brothers.
Do you remember back what got you into playing football, and how long have you been playing?
Ever since I was young, I've always been into sports, so it was a matter of time before football season was around the corner. I was playing golf, hockey, baseball, and then football came, so I guess my dad got me into it.
Do you still hit the links a little bit?
Oh, every summer.
Every summer. There you go, buddy. Yeah. What's your go-to song or music that you listen to before a game? What do you like to listen to, and do you have a go-to song?
I like to listen to hip-hop and rap. Probably my go-to song is Skrilla by Kodak Black. We listen to that before every game. It's been a tradition since my freshman year, I guess.
Nice. I'm sure John Ruane, I'm sure he's the one that came up with that, right? That suggestion?
Yeah.
Coach did?
Us to play that.
Sure he did, yeah.
Yep.
What's your favorite food to eat for breakfast? Are you a big breakfast guy?
I'm a huge breakfast guy.
Oh, nice. I picked a good question for you then.
Yes, you did. if I had to pick like a platter, I would pick eggs and French toast. I love those two.
Nice. Put some syrup on there.
Yep.
How about your favorite blizzard at Dairy Queen? What would that be?
I'm going to go with cookie jar. It's Oreo and cookie dough mix.
I just had that not long ago. It's really good because I usually go for the Oreos, but the cookie jar was good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably math or business class. I like working with numbers, so.
All right, and of course, Coach Wayne, a business teacher at Gateway, but still, you got that connection there. What's one movie that you can quote almost every line from?
Definitely Step Brothers.
Oh, I think that's the third or fourth time we've heard that answer. That's a good one, though, man. That's a good one for sure.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Absolutely. Ethan, who has had the biggest influence on you in your life?
Probably my father. I mean, just watching his everyday life, seeing what he does, seeing his work ethic, not only with me, but like at his work, even like getting me to practice, getting my brother to practice. I mean, yeah, probably him.
What are your plans for after high school? Do you want to continue playing football at the next level?
Yes, I definitely do. That's probably my biggest goal right now is to get a scholarship.
Absolutely. Do you know what you'd like to major in yet?
I do not, but probably something in the crime field.
Okay. Very nice.
Yep.
Ethan, great job with this interview, man. It was great talking with you. Congratulations on the great game last week, and good luck against Latrobe this week.
Thank you. Yes, you too.
All right, thank you very much. That was Ethan Carr of the Penn Trafford Warriors. We'll be back. We'll talk about Week 6 matchups here on Westmoreland on the Gridiron on the Westmoreland Sports Network.